You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we got an interesting article that has dropped from ESPN about the CBA with opinions coming straight from players on whether or not there's going to be a season, in their opinion. And you see just how much these players from this article are not on the same page. A lot of these players are not on the same page, and we talked about a fracture among the potential player committee inside the union. Well, I mean, never mind that. The actual players, the ones that actually aren't on the committee but are, of course, all throughout the league, they don't see eye to eye on this situation. Whether it is the willingness to want to lose paychecks or whether or not there's going to be a strike. So Brianna Turner, who's an executive committee treasurer, came out and said, quote, "I feel like it's not imminent at this point," talking about a strike. There's a lot of rumors, a lot of things going around about a potential strike that could surface as soon as, well, it would be this coming Sunday, if not sooner, during either the All-Star weekend or right before the All-Star game, because they feel like that would get the most attention. Now, some other things. How confident are you that there will be a full WNBA season? The average score of this answer on a scale of 1 to 10 was a 6.1. That don't sound great. One pessimistic outlier answered a 2. The most common answer was a 5. 50-50 that we're going to get a whole season. And I'm telling you right now, I've said it before, you better have a whole season. You better not miss a solitary minute of basketball, even in the preseason. Fans are fed up. They've been fed up for a good, 6 weeks. The fans can see the money that is on the table, and a lot of fans are scratching their head. You complained about not making any money. Now the money's sitting in front of you, and you don't want to sign. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Okay, so here's some of these answers. Quote, "I think we're going to have a season. I don't know if it'll be a full season." Quote, "I feel like we're asking for a lot." This is from a player. And this, I tell you what, some of these players get it. Some of them do get it. I feel like we're asking for a lot. I know we deserve it, but at the same time, it's kind of like we're kind of getting greedy. We're doing a lot of asking. I feel like we need to do a lot of doing. Wow. Who do you think that was that said that? I would love to know. Quote, I'm going to lean more towards the positive side. So I'm going to say an 8 because I know the amazing people we have to support us, the women in the negotiating chairs. Good Lord. The full WNBA season, I feel pretty confident. Full question mark, I feel like it's a 9. Well, some players must have answered a lot lower than that to bring the score down to an average score of a 5. That means there was some 3s and 4s in there. How would a lost WNBA paycheck affect you? Quote, I'm not making an insane amount for it to be a really big deal. Fortunately, I've been around the last few years. I've been able to make more money off the court, but I still want it. I'm fighting to have another year in the league. It's somebody towards the end of their career. I would love to have a season where I'm able to make more money and really just feel even more comfortable in life and be able to do more for my family. Here's the next one. I'm done a good job about saving up. Just in case that scenario does happen, I'm super casual. So yeah, I'm fortunate enough to be in a bad position. This person right here says basically it'll kill them. Quote, it would impact me immensely. It's my job, so it would be a big deal. Now, this one said, I'm pretty set up, but if it's a big paycheck, they want the big paycheck. Quote, I'm pretty set up off the court, so I wouldn't want it. If it's a W paycheck we make now, it wouldn't bother me. If it's a big W paycheck and an upgrade, you know I could use it. I'm telling you, these women do not agree right now. They do not agree. This person says I've got endorsements in NIL, so it's somebody that hadn't been out of school all that long. But this one just really wants to play the sport because they love the sport. How about this one at the bottom? Money is money. I would love my paycheck. That's what I keep saying. That's what you've heard me say. The people that are going to end a stoppage or a strike or cross that picket line, if one ends up happening, it's going to be the fifth player in the rotation on down. Those players are going to be like, I'm sitting back. We're leaving $500,000. All right, now I'm supposed to be making $100K, but with this new system, I could go up to $500,000. I'm just letting it sit there. Am I retarded? Yeah, no. I'm just leaving money sitting there. These players aren't going to be okay with that. They're going to sit back and they're going to lean back in their chairs and they're going to go, we're leaving 5 times the amount of money on the table right now. What am I doing? And some of these max players, I mean, if you're Kelsey Mitchell, honestly, you want to sit back and just let that, what is it now, 1.2 mil, 1.3 mil, just walk out the door? I can't say that's not very smart. And, she's young, but she's not super young at this point. And there's going to be other players like that. Why do you think she signed to go play with Project B? Sophie Cunningham was playing for 100 and something thousand, I believe, with the Fever. She can go to $500K. That's the average play. Never mind the minimum guys. If you're Ari McDonald and you're staring how much the minimum salary, you're staring at that because she should be on a team this year, I'm sure. Leaving a lot of money on the table, And all the while, if you go on strike, oh boy, fans are going to obliterate these players. If they choose to go on strike, it's going to be, you're going to have a little minority out there that's going to be like, hell no, we won't sign. They're going to be all in it for the players. But that's them old fans. The fans is just coming in that now make up 3-1 to your old fan base. Now they're going to be like, when are y'all hitting the court? We're getting pretty close, and some of us already getting pissed off enough we don't know if we want to watch again. Tell me what you think. Ooh, they got themselves a split house. They got a split scenario going. These players are not seeing eye to eye on this. This article, and I'm going to tell you, go read the article because you can tell there are players that have no idea what's really on the table, what's being offered. That are like clueless. I don't know if they're purposely not tuned in. I don't know what's going on, which is nuts. Talking about striking, you don't quite know what's happening? Are you ignorant? Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.